Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight?
Pretty awesome, pretty awesome.
That's what I like to hear. So what are we talking about tonight, dear?
Well, they're kind of all wrapped into one topic. Wealth inequality, income inequality, the minimum wage. It's kind of all one of the same. Hello,
Hi,
Krista,
Christine.
how are you doing? So, and as always, everyone's free to join in live.
Hold on, dear. Hi, Brian.
Hello, Sierra.
It's going so fast, and you're going so fast, you're making it really difficult here.
Okay, you're tagged.
Good. Now fix it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. So,
They're going so fast I can barely see them.
anytime someone wants to join in live, just hit that little green camera on the bottom of your screen.
Yes.
Hello, Austin.
Hi, Austin. How are you?
And we're going to try
Hi,
to...
Tiffany. You're going so fast.
I know,
can't write
so
them
many people are
down.
joining. They're going so fast we can't possibly wave at everybody. We're trying our best.
No, it's making it hard for you to write at all here.
Ron Bomarito went to school with his brother Rick. Hello, Bob.
Things are going too fast for me.
Yeah,
there's no way I can
it's
write
going
it
too
all.
fast. We're getting so many viewers now, we can't keep up.
Hi,
So-
Bob.
If you write a comment in our comment section, I'm going to do my best to reply back and say thank you for watching and tuning in.
I usually try to write you guys down, but it's going too fast for me now. I can't do it all.
Yeah, same outfit. I'll probably go back to my red, white, and blue shirt maybe Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'm wearing the dress I got at a flea market. $5.
What do you think of her dress?
I got a real good deal on it. $5 at a flea market. I got a really good deal on it.
She did. She did. She really did.
And I'm thinking about going back there next month and getting something else for about $5.
So yeah, that's an awesome dress. I think she looks beautiful. I really do.
Well, of course, when we went to our banquet, he didn't say anything. I told him he looked nice twice, and I didn't get a comment. One girl said I did look good, but no one else really paid me a comment. But I felt good about myself, so I thought, well, that's good enough.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm going to play a little video. This woman is talking about wealth inequality, and I want you to hear
Honey,
what she had to say.
honey, Austin says, looks great.
So,
You always look good, Nicole. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
tonight's topic is wealth inequality, income inequality, minimum wage. Like I said,
Honey,
they're one of the same.
Did you see what CJ said?
You
Good.
are sexy.
No, he said a good-looking girl.
Yes. Okay,
Hi, Nick.
we're gonna start off by playing a video that I sent to Nicole. Hello, Nick. I've been trying to get an appointment with Nick for a while. He's a personal trainer. Maybe he can help me shed a few pounds.
Maybe you can.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Because I am trying to tone up. So, this video I'm gonna play for you.
You gotta show that picture of him when she was a baby. You've got to see this baby picture of him. It's adorable. Now, wasn't my husband a cute baby? Look at that. Wasn't he a cute baby?
Okay. Okay. I want you to hear what this woman has to say.
So do I, because I don't think I watched it before.
Okay, I sent this to her. It's about 7 minutes long, but please listen to what she has to say about wealth inequality.
Okay.
So it's nice to hear her point of view.
Have you ever met this girl personally?
No.
No.
I spotted this on YouTube,
Oh.
and what she said just tugged at my heart, and so let's see if I can get this to pull up here.
But you gotta tell them your views as well as hers.
I forgot your YouTube's got commercials.
Not all the time. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it goes great, and other times it doesn't want to do anything. Depends on what's going on. Hi, Bob.
Today, I'm back down to my park, and I love this park. It's a nice place. It's nice and quiet.
Hold it. I'll show you. Hi, Dale.
Playground. So we got a duck pond down here. If you can see, we got a duck pond. I like it down here. It's really nice. Yep, it's really nice.
It is a nice
We used
park.
to bring the kids down here when I worked at the daycare. We used to bring the kids down here,
That
and
is a nice park. Though.
It is. What she
some of them
says
be
is very
hard-headed,
powerful.
be running from us, not wanting to listen, and when it's time to go, and we have to sit up here and chase them. That was so stinking stressful.
Spot was so handsome and
Hello,
beautiful.
William.
That was so stressful. They get on the slide and don't want to get off, and
Hi, Lance.
Hey
they try to
Lance,
keep
how
the
are
other
you?
children from running around.
Lance
and
is totally awesome. He makes videos.
Yes, he is. Very.
crazy. But anyway, I don't know if you guys heard of.
Here we
I
go.
was just looking at a story. Diane Sawyer did a piece on 2020. I was just looking at a clip on here on YouTube.
Wealth
About people
inequality.
donating plasma,
Can you make
like
the pic-
these
Sonny?
plasma centers
Can you
popping
make
up
that
all
any
over the
larger at
country.
all?
We actually had one here in my city that just, I
Make
would
it
say
larger,
2
I
years
think
ago,
you can.
popped up here.
There you go,
and
Bob.
What happened?
Sometimes it stops. It's been doing that for like the last week now.
Oh, man.
That's why I don't use it much because of that. That's why half the attentions I've got from Bob and people, I just don't. They come and go. They
Ah.
plays for a while, then it won't. Plays for a while, then it won't. That's why I don't do it much.
I wonder if it's because I sent it through Messenger.
Why did you do that? Of course it's not gonna play. You have to send it to my.
Huh.
Okay.
Well,
King,
sorry, this
King,
video's
honey,
not loading very well.
Can't you log you in and log me out and try it that way? For the video? Log you in and log me out and log me back in?
No.
That's what you've been doing. Just logging you in and logging me out.
Let's see, Sweet Jude. Let's see if I can just go directly to your YouTube.
Maybe I can, I don't know.
Sweet Jude.
It's a good idea. We'll get it figured out here before too long.
I don't know why it did that on me.
Sometimes Messenger does that. That's why I don't watch them on Messenger. That's why I try to go to
There
the
we
website
go.
or look on Google or something because it never works out the way I want it to at all. It just isn't working tonight for some reason.
Let's see if I can find a video we were just playing. Let's see if it'll play better this way.
I poked myself in the eye. It really hurts now.
The YouTube channel is called Sweet June.
Hi, Jordan.
Here it is. Poverty in America, people donating plasma to make ends meet. Let's see if we can play it this way.
I think YouTube seems to work a lot better than my Messenger does. A lot better.
And today, children are running around, and Chris was up to a year ago. Popped
Here we
up
go.
here, and what it is you go in and you donate plasma. I guess it's the water they take the water that's in your blood, and I guess it's supposed to benefit a lot of people with a lot of illnesses. So they say that these plasma centers are popping up all over the country, and people are donating. Poor people that live in poverty are donating this plasma. And I was listening to
what she
this,
has
and
to
I was
say.
like, wow,
Very powerful.
that's really sad. It's really sad that. And they had a couple people on there asking people why were they donating. And some people were saying, to make ends meet, pay the bills. One guy was donating because he needed to get some stuff for his daughter's birthday, and it's crazy. I just think it's really sad that we live in a country that, we got 60 million people in poverty here in the United States. It might be more by now. Last time I checked the stats, it was 60 million, and or 50 million. I'm sorry, excuse me. I think it's 50 million. It could be higher than that by now, but 50 million people that's in poverty here in the United States. And this is supposed to be the richest country in the world. They claim that this is the richest country in the world. But we got 60 million people here that's in poverty, including myself. It is really sad that people have to resort to giving a part of their body. And it's only about $40. You only get like $40 or so a pop. I mean, it's really sad that people have to resort to doing that. And this is supposed to be the richest country in the world. And I just don't believe it. I don't believe that America is the richest country. I mean, with you got that many people in poverty, and then when you have all these cuts, the government making all these cuts to housing and all this kind of stuff, these jobs don't want to pay you a livable wage. Are working full time, and they're still in poverty. And this one guy was working full time, and he was homeless, and he was donating. I mean, it's just really sad. And I mean, you think when people would donate, it's because they want to help the sick, not because they're trying to get money to take care of their families. And I was just looking at that report, and I just thought that was kind of tragic, I mean, it's just really sad. It's really sad that we live in a country that people have to resort to doing those things, And then you got, at the other end of the spectrum, you got billionaires, people making billions and billions and billions of dollars, more money than what they need. And then you got people that's so poor they can't even afford to put a roof over their head. Did you know? I seen it was a post on my Facebook page. I'm sure other people got it too. All the 50 states in the United States, minimum wage does not pay enough for a person to pay for a 2-bedroom flat. It showed how much a person would have to make in all the 50 states to pay for a 2-bedroom flat here in the United States. None of the states pay the minimum wage pays enough to pay for a 2-bedroom flat. Probably not even a 1-bedroom flat. And that's a shame. That's a shame that you can't even make enough to pay for basic living expenses like shelter. I mean, everybody needs shelter. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. Everybody has to have shelter.
I agree.
That's not a luxury. Just like everybody has to have food. It's not a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. And people shouldn't be in a position to where they're having a hard time getting a shelter, getting food. It's pretty sad that we live in a country that people struggle to get those things. But I just say that God's kingdom needs to come because it's not right, I just thought that was really sad. Okay, well, I'm gonna get ready to head back. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about that. I got some more interesting video topics coming up. This is Sweet Jillian.
Okay. I played her video because she's kind of like my wife and I. She's just a regular person.
Hi, Dorothy.
She's not a journalist. She's not with Fox or CNN. She's just like us. She's a regular person. She's speaking her mind. And what she said was so powerful. And I'm kind of in agreement with her on a lot of this. But at the same time, I also know of many people who have escaped poverty. Look at Oprah Winfrey.
Cameron wants his children to say bye before the video is over.
Absolutely. So I just want everybody to know that it's not a hopeless situation. If you think it's hopeless, it is not. Oprah Winfrey came from poverty. Look how far she got.
Elvis, Michael Jackson, they both came from poverty,
right.
And look what they did with their lives.
They've done amazing things. So don't think that you're in this
they didn't just say
hopeless situation you can't get out of.
I mean, they just didn't sit there and say, "Well, I guess I'm born poor. I'll just be poor for the rest of my life." No, they didn't do that.
No,
they went out and made their fortune.
Yeah, look at this guy.
This guy here,
Robert Herjavec.
He came from Croatia.
Right,
okay,
Croatia.
They were sleeping dirt floors. His father came to this country with $20 in his pocket.
Had to work in a factory.
And work in a factory and sleep floors, and that's what his father had to do. But he went out and made something.
Right.
I was like, okay, Brian Williams says, the question is, why don't people help homeless people or the less fortunate people?
Convoy of Hope does this every day. They go into disaster area churches.
Do this all the time.
We have charity groups that do try to help. We have the Council of the Churches. We have thrift stores all over the city. why don't people help homeless people? We do. We've got resources out there.
I mean, just last week he gave a guy some money that was homeless so he can go get something to eat or something.
Right. I was walking down Glenstone and there was a car full of kids. Him and his wife were.
And we had no money to feed our children. And
so I talked to him a little bit. It's on my Facebook wall. I actually talked to him. Got to know his story.
Oh, show them that guy that you found tonight sleeping on the grass.
It's on my Facebook wall again. There's a video I took of some construction going on in Glenstone.
Robert says 800 jobs are in Springfield, Missouri, USA. Need help now. Brian says, you're saying homeless men today. Why didn't you wake him up and ask him if he was hungry and needed a shower?
I don't know. And maybe I was like scared because I didn't know if he was alive or was he dead. I don't know. I just, I worried about him. I'm thinking, why would he sleep there?
Because there's road construction going on. How can anyone sleep through that?
I was just there to film the road construction.
There's a lot of noise.
And I looked over them.
Go, what is he doing over there?
What's that over there? I mean,
yeah.
So you would think he'd have found a better spot to lay down, at least under a shade tree.
Oh, there's someone noising. Brian says, then you should have called 911.
I didn't have a phone.
Well, you know, you could have told me
I had my tablet, but I didn't have my phone.
911. I'm real good with 911. I call all the time.
We're talking about wealth inequality. Now, how many of you people out there have heard...
Show them that guy with no arms and no legs real quick.
Here's another guy.
See, just says, well, shouldn't you have checked on him?
I did go back, and he was gone.
Now, this guy here, he was born with no arms and no legs. He is a wrestler. He is married, and he plays basketball, even though he doesn't have no arms and no legs. But he didn't let that hinder him to what he wanted to do with his life. He made something out of it. He was born with no arms and no legs.
So we're here to tell you that if you think you're in that situation, you're not.
Good job.
There's hope out there.
Listen, it says, good job, Nicole. At least you have a heart. Yes, I do.
Yes, she does. Sometimes she straightens me out, and
actually straightening out is my full-time job.
So when I saw that car full of kids, it tugged at my heart. So sometimes
you help them, and sometimes you don't, because there was a girl that stood on the side of the road one day, and Jeremiah had a friend follow her and couldn't find out. Yeah, she's out there panhandling, but she's got a very nice car parked somewhere else.
Yeah, sometimes you really have to use discernment and use the best judgment you can. We don't always get it right.
Barbara says, not the honor and terrible in Springfield. These people.
Okay, how many people have heard the old saying that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer?
That's not exactly true.
Because we just showed you
it's true
two
to
people.
A point. Robert.
This guy
Carl Maynard
went and did something with his life. No arms and no legs.
Robert Schurzbeck did something with his life. He's a shark, and he's put out 3
made it
books
all the way
already.
to Shark Tank, and he came here from Croatia. Grew up with dirt floors.
His dad did, yeah.
Had to carry buckets of water
to his house.
Came from an oppressive government,
Yeah.
so.
Well, and then you look at Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah.
She did with her life. Then there's Elvis Presley, that grew up in poverty. Michael Jackson. Bill Clinton even grew up in poverty, and he became the president of the United States.
Bill Clinton grew up in a single mom and lived in a house, really grew up in poverty.
And he grew up to be president of the United States.
He made it all the way to the White House.
That's impressive. He says, yeah, we don't have people who claim they are homeless and then drive a really nice car. That is true.
That is true.
To some point.
That is true. But do you... Some people think that we should take the wealth and divide it up. The problem with that is every time, like they say that these CEOs make far more than the bottom person at McDonald's.
Well, you got to build your way up to management. You're just not going to walk in the first day and become manager.
I see them pick on these CEOs, but you don't say anything about a $100 million football player.
Well, Brian says, these people can't off a minimum wage and smoke cigarettes and chew and eat all they want.
Every time they talk about wealth and equality, they always pick on CEOs, but they don't say anything about the $100 million football player.
Nope.
You say nothing about these actors making $5 million an episode on some of the, like the Big Bang Theory.
Yes, and also
One episode, you paid $5 million. You say nothing about them.
Well, how much is that guy making that's playing Lucifer?
He's making $3 or $4 million a show.
Yep, an episode.
Per episode. That's the standard for most actors today.
And Stephanie, and all those guys that worked on Cobra Kai, they probably made a nice pocket change too.
Right. Most of your actors make at least $3 to $4 million per episode.
Say hi to Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. I know the Big Bang Theory. Those actors are paid big bucks.
Brian says they have jobs. Some jobs pay differently.
Right. Here in Springfield, there are good paying jobs. They're
It might not be an ideal job.
you can't just work at McDonald's. That's true.
Brian,
Living wage jobs. Pitt Technologies.
Well, Brian says
they pay living wage.
Well, Brian says,
Cox, Mercy.
Says you just can't work at McDonald's, and he also says an extent of living is $1 million an actor, and yes, Jordan really reads his comments, and it's good.
Okay, like I said, you always pick on the CEO, but nobody ever talks about these football players making tens of millions,
or wrestlers, or actors, or whatever.
Right. We don't say anything about the celebrities who make millions and millions of dollars.
No, we do not.
And the teacher gets $30,000.
But everyone that's joining him now, I want you to join me after his video, because I've got a video that I'm going to do tonight as well. It's something completely different, but I have a fan out there that is a fan of WD, so every once in a while I'll do a video just for that guy, but anyone can watch it. It's really good, but it just goes out to one of my fans, because his mom called me one night and said, your son loves when your wife does her wrestling thing. He's a big fan of John Cena, so I'm going to do something that happened on Hell in a Cell last night and tell you who won and who lost.
So,
Chris says, yeah, Nicole. Yeah.
Like I said, tonight's topic was income inequality, wealth inequality, minimum wage.
She just says, I used to work at McDonald's, haha, and agreed to teach you get paid more. Teachers are on their way out.
Yeah, teachers are on their way out.
And Brian says, because I make a job, people are mowed their lawns to their garden and clean horses.
People say, well, where are the living wage jobs? On my YouTube channel, we talk about that.
All the time.
If they are homeless, they usually have a backpack. They carry all their belongings in it. So
that's true. That is true.
That
is true.
Here's another one.
I've seen him do it.
Here's something else that puzzles me, and I find this totally puzzling. I'll see a grown-up, whether it's a man or a woman, usually guys. Usually. I seen a woman do it too. They're riding a bicycle, right? Nothing. I own a bike outside, right? It's an adult bike. But I see these grown-ups. I seen a grown woman.
Robert says, start working somewhere, then climb the ladder of success.
And you
that
see
is
these
true.
grown men and women ride a little 20-inch kid's bike.
Yeah.
What is the big idea? If you're going to get a bike, get a grown-up bike.
Brian says, sell it to me.
So
we'll think about it.
You can get a brand new one for $70 at Walmart.
And Brian says, the bike.
What is the deal of watching a grown man or grown woman
ride a kid's
riding
bicycle?
a kid's bicycle? What's up with that?
Well, that's something you don't see every day, though.
If you're poor, great. If you're gonna ride a bike,
great.
Ride a grown-up's bike, like a mountain bike, a 10-speed, something. You can pick up a used one for $20-$30 if you look around.
Look around.
And so you can buy a brand new one at Walmart for $70, brand new. So,
well, the reason we're not selling the bike is he hasn't rode it yet, so he doesn't know if it's safe or not.
Right.
Brian says, I gave a homeless man or a woman. I see a family at Walmart parking lot and with kids and saying they were homeless and with the van.
Hey, Krista.
Near there, and maybe tell all that have kids bike are cheaper, and I'll make I will make a day.
Were they Hispanic? Were they Latino?
Their life.
Were they Latino, Krista? Because there's a picture on my wall, and I wasn't sure. Because if it's a scam, then I got took, and it's an elaborate one using kids to tug at your heart.
And it says, I give homeless man a BJ, whatever that is. I have no idea.
You're better off not knowing.
Well, you can tell me after we get out there.
Yeah. So, my take on homelessness, it's not the end of the world.
I got the joke.
Okay. You got it. Okay.
I got the joke.
So, it's not totally hopeless. There's so many stories out there about people who started from nothing and did something.
Yep.
And so I just want everybody to know that you're not in this hopeless situation.
Says I was in a Robert Walmart. They looked at a Latino, and it was nice. A white van and clothes nicer than I wear. A blowjob, Nicole. That's what VJ stands for.
I think you got that. Yeah. Peter Woomer. Hello, Peter.
Hi, Peter. How are you? Let's wave at him.
I'll let you try to handle the waves.
I'm trying. I'm not doing a very good job at it at all.
Oh, they're coming in pretty fast.
Says, don't be nasty. BJ, stand for the red jean jacket.
Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Cooper is watching.
Hi, Amber.
Hello, Amber.
How are you?
So, anyone who wants to join us to talk about wealth inequality, because I'm here to tell you that, like I said,
there are jobs there.
Oh yeah,
You
the
gotta
living
look
wage
for
jobs are out there, and there's plenty of educational. Your universities, OTC, MSU, Drury.
Says that some will even help you get into school for sure.
Right.
I just gave you a post. Wasn't one of the same people, and Omega Cameron is checking me up.
So there's plenty. If you're a single mom, there's lots of educational programs out there.
Yeah, and then you know, and then if you're disabled or whatever, and you're a mom and you have kids, you can get grants to help you go to school.
Right, and the living wage jobs are there.
Mm-hmm. You just need the skills to get those.
Mercy
jobs.
and Cox are always looking for RNs. They're the tech industry is always looking for computer scientists.
She says we're off the topic. We aren't talking about, you know.
Okay, let's get back on wealth inequality. That's what I want to focus on.
Okay, what are your thoughts on wealth inequality?
It does exist, but it's very complicated because each person is different. We can't judge each other, which we do anyway, because you don't know their story. You don't know what got them in that situation. My wife and I, one time, we were driving down the road, and there was this man hauling this.
And I said, he's hungry.
He didn't hold a sign or anything,
and we asked him what his story was, and he goes, well, I'm out here, you know, I'm trying to get some money for something to eat. And we went to McDonald's and bought him a cheeseburger and fries and a soda because he said he had no money for food. So we went and bought him something, give him something to eat because he was hungry. And you could tell the way he's walking really slow. He looked very pale.
I'll give you an example why some people didn't always choose poverty. We got a situation going on right now.
Clear her and mine to greet her.
Okay, let's say you're in the flood area that's happening in down south, right?
I know she meant informal.
You got so hear me out. Let's say you're in the south. Your home got flooded out. Not only that,
honey, I need food. I'm hungry.
Your home got flooded out, and your employer got flooded out. So you have no home and no job.
Nope.
Suppose you had a mortgage on that house.
That's right.
Now you're underwater, and you still got to pay that mortgage, but you didn't have proper insurance.
That's right.
So what are you going to do? Now you're stuck in a bad situation because of the hurricane that just happened.
Honey, CJ says, to be honest, we have lots of vets that are legal homeless.
And I'm just trying to
we need to help
get
our
everybody
veterans
to
do.
Think of what would you do if you were in that situation. It could happen to any of us. It could happen to you. It could happen to me.
Robert says, thanks this funny, or go check a veteran coming home in Central. Yeah, in Jefferson.
Think about the flood victims right now. Some of them are not only do they not have homes, but they don't have jobs because their employer got flooded out. Yep. Maybe their employer wasn't totally insured covered. So there are people that are jobless and homeless because of this. They didn't prepare.
Nope.
They have no emergency fund.
Nope.
They are either have no insurance, underinsured.
But see, but we're not worried about that because we've got emergency fund because we followed the Dave Ramsey's
Right.
plan.
But even that, your $1,000 emergency fund only goes so far. Even if you, like us, you may have 3 or 4 months saved up.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 or 4 months. Eventually, it's going to run out.
And then he also gets money from his day job, which is tips. So.
But what if that job disappears?
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, there's people in the flood area. You don't hear about this on mainstream news, but I'm always thinking about what if your job goes?
What if your house goes and both
Your
of them
house goes.
at the same time?
What if your house goes and you're still going to owe a mortgage on that?
Mm-hmm. Even though it's flooded out.
It's
and you
flooded
don't have
out. What are you going to do?
Here says Robert, who said, of course, it was funny.
So, anyway, so what are you going to do? Now you're really, you got to think, some of these people didn't always choose it. Now some do,
right. Mm-hmm.
but some don't. Some are in a bad situation, like what's happening right now. There's people right now.
They have no home and no job.
And they have no job either. They don't tell you that part.
No home, no job.
They tell you, well, their home got flooded out, but a lot of them, if they're renters, they probably didn't have renter's insurance.
Probably
Their
not.
landlord surely didn't. He may or
Prepare for
may
it.
not have insured the property.
Exactly. Is our
Some of
landlord
them
done that?
probably don't have a job to go back to because there'll be months rebuilding, cleaning up the mess.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? No home, no job.
I just hope that the landlord that rented us this place is prepared in case something does happen to this apartment.
And we have plenty of programs to help poor people here in Springfield. The colleges have tons of educational programs.
Yeah. And some of them will help you get into a class.
Right. If you dropped out, they have GED programs and they have scholarships.
You can get grants.
You can get grants.
Especially if you're a single mother and have kids.
We have technology companies that are desperate for computer scientists.
And one of them is the one that Brad Pitt's brother runs, Doug Pitt. He's looking for people all the time.
Yeah, Pitt Technologies. That's just one company that I know are desperate for IT and people with those kind of skills, and that's where the money is.
No, you can get in. You can go to a class if you want to work at Walmart, but they take that money out of your paycheck to pay for that class. So you might want to rethink that.
That's
situation.
right. Walmart's got an educational program
but
too.
But you got to pay for it.
That they'll send
out
you
of your paycheck.
That they will send you to college. That's right, they do. I don't know exactly how it works,
but it helps.
So
Jordan, JD, Curtis, Johnson to go there.
So, we have YouTube videos on this topic. They're not necessarily
all on this, but we got several.
One of them is called Hope for America. I've got one, Where Are the Good Paying Jobs? And we talk about this kind of stuff on our YouTube channel.
We do.
And I like that format because when we go to YouTube,
it's a lot more polished. We don't have shout outs.
Yeah, there's no shout outs. On this format, we get to interact with all of you. We don't get that on YouTube.
Any average person can be homeless at any time. Really, some people who once are married now, they're on their own.
We just talked about that, CJ, how like the flood, these people that are suffering right now. And there's people right now, we need to pray for those people that are suffering because some of them also have no jobs because their jobs got flooded out.
That's right.
So they're homeless and they're unemployed. It's double jeopardy. And a lot of the networks don't show you that part, that they're hurting a lot more than you think.
We would like this better than we like this better than YouTube.
Yeah, each format is different. We go on Facebook Live, we get to interact with all of you. You guys are part of the show. When we go to YouTube, there is no interaction. It's we just shoot straight the video, keep it under 15 minutes, straight to the point. We polish it up. We add any chroma key graphics that we got to add to it. Here, we don't do that.
CJ is right.
So we have two different versions. You know, when we come on Facebook Live, that's one.
We can interact with you.
and then we'll do a YouTube version.
Yeah, honey, Cameron said make sure his kids get to say goodbye before the show's over.
Yeah, anytime you want to come on camera, all you gotta do is hit that little green button on the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Because we like when people interact with us.
Yes,
we
we
love
do.
your comments.
We do.
Because one of the things that makes us different from other Facebook Live
We
people.
don't ask for money.
That's right.
We're not trying to sell you something.
We're not trying to peddle Avon or Mary Kay or Tupperware or Herbalife, whatever that company is. And then, you know what happens to people that join those pyramid schemes? They run out of family and friends to sell to. Then people start avoiding you.
Cameron says, yes, Nicole, please, if you have a motor in the house, they have insurance.
Well,
I think she should talk about a baby. I should think she should talk about her baby dolls because she loves baby dolls. And now Jeremiah about the wig, take it off.
Peanut butter and jelly.
All right, I'll go get my baby dolls. I don't know why you're so eager about these baby dolls, but they are.
Like I said, why are people in poverty? What can be done about it? I'm telling you what can be done about it. If you can go to school, and there are universities. It depends which one you go to. All of them have programs for low-income people, especially if you're a single mom. There's programs upon programs to help single mothers. Yes, they're out there. You just got to get motivated to want something better than McDonald's. You can't go to McDonald's and expect to get a living wage. Nurses have to go to nursing school and study to get the skills to get that. My mom was a nurse. She had to go to school and get a nursing degree and graduate so she can feed all 3 of us kids. She had 3 kids to feed. So naturally she had to get a living wage job. My dad had to start a business of his own, get away from the factory so he can raise us 3 kids. So, yeah, you just gotta get motivated. My dad had 3 kids to feed. That motivated him. My mom got motivated because she had to feed us 3 kids. And so there are living wage jobs. You just got to go to school, and the schooling is available, and there's financial programs, grants available to help people. You just got to get connected and plugged in. And there's people that didn't choose poverty, like what's happening with the flood victims.
Honey, where did you put my baby dolls?
I don't know. So we need to keep them in our prayers. Always keep these flood victims, because some of them lost their jobs too, and that troubles me, because I start to think, what if that was me? What if that was me in that situation? And that could be you just as easily. I mean, do you have 3 months saved up?
We do.
At least 3 months. Do you have enough money and stuff put away to cover you for at least 3 months?
At least. I know where they are. I can't find the baby dolls right at the moment. They're somewhere in this house, but I can't find them. The baby dolls are somewhere in this house, but I can't find them. They're not in the closet where I had them, and they're not by the bed where I put them.
Oh well.
They're running around the house somewhere.
So.
Oh, I'll try to find them by Wednesday. Jordan donated a lot of things for Hurricane Harvey, and lots, and you lost your kids. Keep the kids in the keep kids close.
What did you think of this woman's video that she put out?
Yeah, let's
talk about her. She put out this video. We played it for you on YouTube. What did you think of it?
Jeremiah, throw them away. And the kids are missing. Call the cops. How did you lose your kids?
They're not even real kids.
Well, kids said they haven't had with you or locked them in the closet. Haha. And honey, where is the?
They're probably in that closet.
I looked in that
underneath
closet.
the bedding.
They're not there. I looked underneath the bedding. They're not there.
Brian Williams. I don't know what that means.
Brian, what does that mean?
I shrunk the kids.
I know I've lost people and donated.
Okay, we're back on topic.
For money, make ends meet.
Let me tell you what I think about plasma centers. There's something that they're not telling you.
They're taking your immune system as well.
That's right. I want you to think about this mathematically for a second. We have, including the students here in Springfield, roughly 250,000 people living here.
Brian says it says stop. That's what that sign meant.
Oh, so we have 160,000 residents. You got another 80,000 or so students here.
He says it's over the kid talk.
So, as far as the plasma centers, the plasma centers get overrun very easily. You think they can just take every patient that comes in, and you can just donate endlessly twice a week.
It
doesn't work that way.
Well, it's kind of like the prisons. They're overrun. They can't take every person in that jail and that prison because they're being overrun.
They're overrun. So
a lot of them, they just say, "Let you go and good luck."
We have 250,000. Tell Tony.
Brian says, if you need money, okay. Cameron's really glad to know you. Character of everything, and you guys have been great.
I got to get back on topic, or I have to do a YouTube version.
Well, we can. I'm just reading these comments.
Okay.
We can do YouTube.
The plasma centers, what they do is they take your immune system.
We love you, Brian.
It takes your body 24 to 48 hours to regenerate.
Mm-hmm. And then if you get a cold before that happens, it's going to take a long time for you to get over it.
Right. Before you know it, you're going to get sick. And then they're going to throw you away like yesterday's trash. You can't give anymore.
Nope.
Now you're seeing doctors and you're taking pills.
I am in paramedic, yeah.
This is what they're doing. For $20, you're giving up your white blood cells.
Yep.
The stuff you need to stay healthy.
To fight a cold or the flu.
They don't tell you that part.
No.
Is your life worth $20? When you walk out of that plasma center, I hope you don't slip and fall.
Me neither.
Or cut yourself.
Me neither.
Because your body has no protection.
So it's not going to heal as quickly as it would if you had your immune system.
So it's very easy to get infected with something.
Because even if you do peroxide, you still have an infection. Hi, Aaron Young.
So they're not telling you that part.
No.
About. So for me, I could never donate plasma. My life is worth more than $20.
Mine too.
I'm not going to give up my immune system and leave my body unprotected and get sick. That's what happens to a lot of people. They don't tell you that part.
You go out and fall, you're in bad shape.
Think about this mathematically. We have 250,000 people living here.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of plasma.
And everybody thinks, I'm just going to donate plasma.
One time, but then they start doing it week after week, month
But you
after
can't
month,
do it week after
year
week,
after
month
years.
after month. You can't. Mathematically, there's no way we can get
I know
all the thousands of people that need the help
I know
to do that.
I know one girl that did it every single month, and now she can't because they want her to stay healthy. Because now they said, "Well, we'll not do anymore." And they said, "Why?" Well, one, we've done it too much, and two, you just had a baby.
There is a limit. Eventually, you're going to get sick, and then they can't use your blood. They can't use you. You got sick. You got sick because you gave them your white blood cells to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So now this girl has to be very careful around her baby that she doesn't get sick around her baby.
You can't give anymore. So the next guy that comes in can give because he's new. He's the new guy.
She's blocked. What? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they will not use you if you've been sick recently or if you just had a baby or whatever.
Let me put it the way you can understand. Think of the plasma centers like a homeless center. There's only so many beds available.
That's right.
That's it.
Yep.
Now they gotta rotate people in and out of there.
It's kind of like the prison because they'll
Right.
let one person go, but the guy next in line will get that space because they need that bed.
So, what do you think happens to people?
You're in, you're out.
I mean, just from a mathematical perspective here, what do you think happens to people?
My life is worth more than $20 a month.
So yeah, we don't do the plasma because they're just preying on poor people. They're preying on your desperation. They're predators.
Mm-hmm.
They're no
Brian
different.
Says, tell me another way to make a quick 20 to help these people who are messed up.
Other way to make a quick 20, how about starting a business of your own? Like our friend Austin McConnell, he wrote a book.
Mm-hmm.
Now his fans, he's got 600,000 subscribers on YouTube because he's are asking him to bring back his book.
Tell him about
He'll make millions.
Tell him what Roman Atwood did with his family, that he's made all this money and stuff.
Roman Atwood is a famous vlogger.
How many fans he got now?
16 million.
Wow.
16 million.
And it's just him and his wife going out to the shop, or him and his kids throwing the football around. I mean, he's made money doing this, but it's just him and his family going out having fun.
Takes money to do that. Well,
yeah, it does, but
takes money to make. It's true, but you can start from near nothing.
And what we're doing right now is absolutely free. It costs nothing to be on.
Roman Atwood started from nothing just 6 or 7 years ago.
My son loves Roman. Yeah, a lot of people do like him.
So think about that. He started from nothing.
And now
look at him. He's worth $16 million.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Exactly.
So it can be done. There's hope out there, people. You don't have to stay poor.
But what we're doing right now is absolutely free. It costs you nothing.
And we're living by example.
Mm-hmm.
You can start a business from mere nothing. I did.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing right now? This costs nothing, right?
Yeah, we're doing it absolutely free.
Now the website costs money to build.
Now the stuff behind him is his artwork. He created this. He owns everything.
Right. It costs money to get the copyrights and trademarks and get it published.
But these people
once you do it...
Listen. Why are these people at the Roman Noodles is not
Roman Atwood's his name.
And they don't have money to have a phone, and they don't have internet.
You can get internet from the public library, so don't tell me you can't access the net. The public library offers that. You can get phones. We have one.
$30 a month.
This costs. We paid $40 for it.
And now and then it went down to
$30 a month. Okay.
And it says
you can afford it.
They barely can eat alone anything else, and not a actual guy lot.
So anybody can afford. It depends on just how motivated. I had to work 2 jobs to raise enough money to get my business really going off the ground.
And then after he got off the ground, he went down to 1 job, but his second job is this.
Yeah.
He's only working.
She doesn't work at all.
And he's only working another job because he's got to pay his medical insurance and of course his life insurance.
I have a part-time job that covers my health insurance premiums, which are nearly $400 a month.
And his life insurance policy.
And I have a life insurance policy to protect Nicole.
How to get to the library if they are poor?
The city bus. Believe it or not,
we
have a city bus that goes out there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I see them all the time.
So, there's ways. You look at Damon John from Shark Tank. He came from poverty. Mm-hmm. Look what he accomplished.
Look what Oprah accomplished. Look what Michael Jackson accomplished. Look at what Elvis done. Look what... Go back and you'll find President Clinton was poor, and he became all the way to the White House from being poor.
That's right. Bill Clinton.
That didn't stop him from what he wanted to do.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't have any government assets.
Medicaid.
What if you survive and ask 100 homeless people if they have a phone?
Some of them have Obama phones.
I've got Medicaid, and the only reason I got the Medicaid is because I have MD, and it helps pay for my doctor appointments, my hospital visits, my tests, whatever. And because if I didn't have that, and he tried to pay all my medical bills, he'd have to file for bankruptcy to pay off my medical bills. They're huge.
Right. So that's the only assistance we get.
The girl of Jordan will not walk to the library. Well, then that's your fault. We can't make you walk to the library. That's your problem, not ours.
So
the city bus will take you, or take a cab. I really don't care.
There's plenty of opportunity. I know because I've done it.
There's city bus. There's cabs. There's Uber drivers. Thousands of people will take you to the library.
So I've done it. I went out there and did something. And I didn't come from a wealthy family. I got people who are on here who grew up with me can testify to that.
Well, she just says, hell, I don't have health insurance.
I do, and I have to pay almost $400 a month for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you need to get on, if you can get on Medicaid, that'd be great.
No, her Medicaid's not totally free either.
For free, they don't have any money for cabs or Uber.
No.
And do you believe in minimum wage should be raised? Yes, I do.
No.
Yes, I do.
I think if you want to earn more, get the education to go out and make it.
How much does the city bus cost?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
We have a car.
They have different rates.
I think, sweetie, they're talking to each other here. So,
I know, but I'm just asking the question of what I think.
Do you believe the minimum wage should be raised? That is partly on topic. You're correct.
In certain jobs, yes, I think it should be. Others, no.
No, we shouldn't. And here's my reasoning. There's plenty of
minimum wages. What's up? So will everything else?
No, it shouldn't. It should not be raised.
Well, in some jobs,
if you want to make
other jobs,
more,
no.
Then go get a job that pays more.
Like, well, David says, if you're worth more, go out there and prove that you're worth more. Prove it.
Yeah, we follow Dave Ramsey, and he's correct in a lot. He's helping millions, including us, get out of debt.
Yeah, we're gonna go on there in a couple months and do the
Dave Ramsey scream.
Debt-free scream. We are debt-free.
No, it wouldn't solve anything.
The minimum wage is
because
about $15 an hour.
The nurses coming out of nursing school are starting out at $18 to $20 an hour.
Because they're going okay, so Mike would in 13 a gallon. I don't know about that.
So let's say you're a nurse. You're coming out of nursing school and you're getting 18 an hour, and now the Whopper Flopper is getting 15.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to say, I want $30 an hour because the Whopper Flopper is making 15.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's going to go up.
Honey, caramel apples are yummy. Yes, they are.
So, no, minimum wage shouldn't go up. If you want to make more, then go make it.
Improve it.
Go prove your worth.
Because
go in the marketplace and prove
says,
you're worth $15 an hour.
He says, I've had people work for me, and if they're coming in here complaining that they don't make enough money, I will fire them on the spot that day, and they will not work for me ever again.
So, it
says, as time goes on, things will go up either way.
All the people that became sharks on Shark Tank, most of them came from poverty. No one raised minimum wage for them.
Robert, for one.
Right.
He came from Croatia.
This man here.
He was living on dirt floors.
He was living with dirt floors, came from an oppressive government in Croatia, and he came to Canada with only $20 in his pocket.
Okay, honey. Cameron says, what do you guys do for
I'm an
work?
artist. All this back here is my artwork and all my copyrights.
Then he also works part-time at a restaurant named
I sell all my artwork online. I sell to realtors and insurance agents. That's what pays my bills.
I make $15 or $35 an hour to get paid once a month.
Yes, I do.
And still struggle.
Yes, $37,500
from time to time. And do you know what the average pay is in Springfield?
Yes, I do. You can look that up. The median household income in Springfield, Missouri is $37,500. I do know that number. I looked it up, and
so he does his artwork, and he's got a part-time job at George's restaurant, which pays just for his.
So
for
that brings us up to close to about $37,000.
Yeah.
By the time you figure everything in that I got to make.
We might be moving because his brother is getting his foot amputated, so we might have to
get a bigger house.
Take care of his brother.
So
for a while. What does an average soldier make? Do you know?
Okay. I recently went to a website because there's a TV show called I Dream of Jeannie. Let me see if I can answer this. And in one episode, Dr. Bellows gave away Major Nelson's income of $900 a month. And that was in 1965, 66.
And back then, that was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money in 1965. But you translate to today, I looked up like a major. If you are a major in the United States Air Force, you'll probably make about 6 figures. I don't know what lieutenants start at, but...
What does soldiers start at? Just regular soldiers?
Regular soldiers, nowhere near what the officers make. You got to go to school.
Yeah.
You got to make good grades in high school, for one. And get scholarships in ROTC.
And you've got to stay healthy, too, because there's half...
Absolutely.
Because we saw this, and when we did a topic on this, too fat for the military.
Okay, the average for a soldier, it depends on your rank. You got to look that up. It's different with each branch and each rank.
It's true.
And it also depends on your job specialty. Like if you're an astronaut, you're going to get hazard pay for that. So
Sure.
yeah, there is no average pay as far as military. 'Cause it depends on the branch, depends on your rank. You can Google it.
An E6.
You can Google it. But again, some of that may depend on your job specialty as well. Not just your, whether an E6
Or whatever.
or if you're a lieutenant or captain or major or colonel. It's different.
Colonels probably make a little more than majors do.
Oh yeah, each rank pays more.
They all pretty close, I'm sure.
Yeah. But my sister was in Desert Storm. She got hazard pay.
No matter
The branch.
yeah. He went during peacetime, but his sister was in Desert
So she
Storm.
got hazard pay. She got more than the usual person.
I see soldiers struggle. Yes, they do struggle with certain things.
They
sure
do.
They do.
But not everybody.
But
That's
not
not
everyone
every
struggles.
soldier. That's
Just a small percent of them.
It's amazing how the mainstream media picks on the small percentage, but the majority of soldiers are doing well.
They're doing quite well.
Majority of soldiers I know are doing well. They're not hurt.
No.
I mean, they struggle to pay bills just like the rest of us. But as far as really impoverished, I just don't see that much of it.
The not average is desperate on how long you have been in and what rank you are.
Right. Your commissioned officers will obviously make more money, but they have more schooling.
But they've worked up to that point and they went to school for that.
Right, and they had ROTC programs. They probably get good grades in high school.
They're healthy.
So I come from an average family. I did not grow up wealthy.
No.
And
But he didn't grow up poor either.
Right. I didn't grow up in poverty. I came from an average middle class home.
It says new privates just joined, maybe make about 600 every 2 weeks.
Hey, here's another one for you. Yeah, you're starting off at the bottom. You're not going to make.
I have 100% disability and Medicaid and Medicare, but I pay $107 premium plus I pay $15 for my medical.
So you're on a spin down.
Yes.
Is that correct, Melissa? You're on some kind of spin down?
Probably.
If she's on a spin down, she probably has a good paying job. She wouldn't be on spin
Wave
down.
to her. Tell her hi.
So.
It's Julie, I guess.
Okay. So she's probably on spin down. That's why she has to pay a premium. That's my guess. Did I get that right, Melissa? Are you on spin down?
I had to do it for once or twice. I don't know.
No. Seymour, come on. No.
It doesn't work always on mine. It says I grew up with dirt.
Don't read it, sweetie.
And hair too.
So, it's not how much you make; it's how much you keep. Let me explain this way about poverty. You can make $1,000 a month take home. In Springfield, you'll survive on that. Okay, but it's not how much you make; it's how much you keep. Now you can make $15 an hour and live in poverty, and you can make $9 an hour and live above the poverty line. Now, how is that? It's because of what you spend your money on and how you manage your money. Dave Ramsey can teach you about all that. He'll take you through the baby steps.
You can go to a church and ask them if they have if they've he has a class which is a 9-week class about Peace University, and what he talks about is debt and how to get your money and how to save it. How can you keep anything for electricity is more than pay a check a week?
I can answer that.
But see, we don't pay electric. We pay rent, and our electric is in the rent, so we just pay one bill for all of it, all in one.
So here's the thing.
Right, that's what we do.
Right. It's like Dave Ramsey. You make a list of all your expenses.
We do it all the time.
You got to treat yourself.
We've got a list on what rent, storage, all that.
Right, and you just got to keep track of it.
Yeah.
And prioritize.
Yep.
You got to decide what's important and what is not.
Exactly.
Anybody can do this.
Says what gets me is people with no job, on drugs, etc. get welfare, but people who work.
I agree with you, Krista. Krista,
yes.
I totally agree with you.
And says true Brian Williams.
It's hard. Sometimes you struggle. So if you're not making enough, start making more.
Mm-hmm.
Look for a job that pays more.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
Get the skills.
Mm-hmm.
And there's government programs to help you with that, by the way. My dad took advantage of that with 3 kids to feed.
And
when he hurt his
wife.
back at the factory,
mm-hmm.
and he had a wife and 3 kids, he took advantage of an educational VOTEC program to retrain.
And then when his dad got successful, he went back to the business and fired him, and he fired the boss that fired him 15 years ago.
So,
But
between me and my wife, we make, you should have no problem.
$20 an hour.
$20 an hour, you should have no problem. That's plenty of money for Springfield, Missouri.
You have kids?
And struggle with 3 kids.
Yes. You just have
you can struggle.
Yes, you can.
But
raising kids are not easy, but people do it all the time.
I recommend Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University.
He teaches you how to use your money, and also how that money may help your kids in the future, but
because
it'll help you while they're in your household.
Right. Brian, your story is unique to you, but Dave Ramsey will take you through that.
Mm-hmm, he will.
And you guys can set up a financial plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be surprised.
Yep.
There may be things in your budget, I'm sure, that you can trim.
Mm-hmm.
Do you eat too many potato chips? Junk food? What can be cut? There's something you're doing that can be cut if you really wanted to.
Well, buying food, clothing, and toilet paper and everything is hard.
I had to pay almost $400 a month for my health insurance. So, Brian, I understand.
Honey, he's talking about clothing and food and toilet paper. And
toilet paper. Oh, don't get me started on that one.
And he says everything is hard. Yeah, it can be, but once you go through Dave Ramsey, you'll realize when
toilet paper's a ripoff.
If you listen to them and listen to him, then he will show you how you can do all that and still have money left over.
The brand of toilet paper we buy, I put up a video all about this.
Yeah,
and
we also did on ice
cream. It has
cream
doubled in price in the last year or so.
The problem is our groceries go up, but his paycheck doesn't.
Right, Brian, I totally get it.
Do not get me started and start on toilet paper.
Yeah, don't get me started because I've got a YouTube video up there all about that.
Yes, it is. So is tampons and pads.
So,
I agree with that, and I buy a Dollar Tree toilet paper.
We buy Charmin.
And it's $1 for 4 rolls.
We buy Charmin, and it's doubled in price in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
We buy the same toilet paper, same brand. We're consistent.
We basically we buy toilet paper, paper towels, cat food, cat litter. We buy the same thing every time, but we realize every time we go to the store and we buy what we used to buy, and it's, say, that price, but you go back the next week or 2 weeks after, and it's double in price. You're like, this was so cheap this week, and now it's totally expensive. Says, I figured out what toilet paper works best for my booty. That is the best. Are you sure?
We use Charmin.
Are you using coupons? Maybe better off to believe in tampons. Can borrow some of mine. Needs softener. And Brian,
honey, you shouldn't read all these comments. They're getting a little off colored here.
Yeah.
So.
But our toilet paper has gone double in price. It's crazy.
We're talking about wealth inequality, and we'll probably have to make a YouTube video so we can stay focused on the topic.
Will.
And
I've got some of your names written down. Oh, Cameron wants you to get his kids on camera before the show's over.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just push that little green button anytime before we go.
Cameron, if you want to press that green button on the screen, we'll bring you on and let your kids say hi or whatever they want to do.
So, another thing, Brian, I'm talking to anybody else out there. Do you make a list of everything you buy? Here, you might want to keep.
Sorry, guys, I have a potty mouth.
That's okay.
That's all right. Just be careful because we got kids
make
watching,
a list.
we got Christians watching.
Keep track of what you're buying.
Yeah.
Keep track of the prices from week to week. Oh, and keep track of the fluid ounces and the size.
Yes.
There's something called shrinkage.
Hi, Cameron. I'm gonna try to bring the kids on to make sure they're ready to talk.
I do.
Yeah, what do they want to do? Just make it quick and be
It
ready
should
to
work
talk.
because now that she's done it in the past, it should work.
Well, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We found that out tonight.
It worked.
There they are. Say hi to the kids.
All right, say hi.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We found that out tonight.
It worked.
There they are.
I totally agree. Dave Ramsey is awesome, and I recommend him to my audience out there. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Say hi.
Hello. We have kids watching, so that's why we're trying to keep our language down. Huh. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay. Someone else is trying to come on camera, but we can only have one person at a time, so.
But you're planning on fixing that in a couple of weeks.
So I can have more than.
I think they're gone. Who else
Okay.
wants to come on camera?
Somebody else did try, but
It is a book.
hello, there's an evangelist on board.
Yeah. Brian said I also.
Proud of you, Brian. Yes, I love our
Boss is
firefighters.
here with the local fire department. That is a very good
Yes.
thing. We need
Yes.
more people like you out there. We
Thank
support,
you, Brian.
We support our firemen and our police officers. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah, shalom. We're getting ready for a Yom Kippur starting Tuesday evening. Yom Kippur is the Day of Atonement. So we're getting ready for Yom Kippur,
Yes,
and we
so all my gas goes to help others.
we fast and pray for 24 hours, asking God to forgive us of our sins, and that's what we do.
That is really good. How you sell all your gas and all that for others. That's very good, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. Brian's a firefighter. We're very proud of you, Brian. Keep up the good work, because I do support the people that go out and save lives. You guys, you do awesome.
Yes, you do.
You guys are just amazing.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, Brian.
Yes.
And if you can, Brian, check Dave Ramsey, Financial Peace University. Check it out. Your church. Check out. There's churches that sponsor this. Find out who's got a class going. Sign up. It costs a little over $100, but it's worth the investment. You'll learn so much.
It costs about $90 to go through a class.
It depends.
And then on your last night of class, it's really cool. You actually graduate and get a diploma. I did it. He did it, so you can do it too.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey. There's
Bryce,
classes right here in Springfield, Missouri. Find out where they're at. Get plugged in.
They have a class at Second Baptist. Maybe you should check there and see when the next class is.
It costs around $100, but it's worth it.
Because you get a lot of information in those 9 weeks.
It's really worth it. And that's one of the ways you help fight poverty.
Let's see. After Dave Ramsey, no more Roman noodles.
So, we may shoot a YouTube version of this.
We'll probably have to. We're doing shout-outs right now.
Because when we do Facebook Live, it's hard to stay on topic because we're reading your comments and we're interacting with all of you. So that's.
We try to say hi to as many people that we can. But,
and if some of you want to come on camera and discuss this topic,
you're more than welcome to.
Absolutely, because that's what we thrive on.
But sometimes, I think here in a couple of weeks, we're going to not have a topic, so we're just going to
have an open mic.
Open mic night, and then anyone can come on and talk about anything you want to.
I need a shower.
But I can't afford
now
to
Brian's being funny.
I need a shower, but I can't afford
Brian,
soap.
that's kind of funny because I know people that need to be introduced to a bar of soap.
Yeah.
I had a couple of guys come in the other day, and they stunk so bad. I say, they invented something called soap.
Yeah.
For 50 cents, you go buy a bar of soap at Walmart.
Yeah. Just kidding.
I know that, Brian.
Just kidding.
I know that. But yeah, it's true. There's people that really need to learn how to use soap.
I don't know if the guys noticed I'm wearing my butterfly pin tonight. Well, my outfit. I thought it went good with the outfit.
Yeah. So, there's always hope. Jesus said the poor will be with you always. That's a good statement.
Well, it's not like you shower on a daily basis.
But to get out of poverty, that's up to you. That's completely up to you.
And some people though, when you go back and check out, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Clinton,
Right.
and see what they did. And
The rich do not get richer. That's a myth.
If someone who grew up in poverty can make it all the way to the White House, then you can definitely do it.
Yeah, Bill Clinton did it.
I noticed in loving it. Where did you get it? I won't want in a neat.
I think she's talking about your pendant.
New one. Oh, this one here. After my mom died, my cousin's mother Connie sent me some stuff, and this was in it. Well, you can get one at like Walmart, Claire's, Dollar General, whatever. You can find butterfly pins. They're really easy to find.
There's plenty of paparazzi
Things out.
representatives out there that sell inexpensive jewelry.
Yeah.
So, there's always a way out of poverty.
Yes.
I mean, I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I watched my dad do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched my brother do it. I watched my sister do it.
Even though your brother's gonna have to give up on his job because of his foot.
We're a family, but I've
And
watched people do it.
And people that are in the military or been in the military, if you mess with one of theirs, you're messing with the whole family.
So, it's not a hopeless situation.
No.
But we shouldn't judge people that are poor because you don't know what they've been through.
No, you don't. I have a story that I need to tell you guys. I heard this at one of our church services where it was on TV, and this guy was working at, I guess it was Best Buy or something like that, in another state. And this guy or this customer was really giving this guy a hard time, and he started crying. And the girl behind this guy, went up and said, you shouldn't be talking like that to this guy that's trying to help you out, right? So the employee started crying, and she was next in line, and she went up and said, why was this guy so mean to you or whatever? He goes, this guy doesn't know what I've been through just this morning. And he goes, I was at my house, and my mom committed suicide this morning, and I had to still come and go to work, and I just don't know what to do. And she goes, I'm so sorry. People should be more considerate about people like that, because he had to deal with his mom's suicide, and he decided to go to work and put up with people that were being a royal pain in the butt. That's not right either, because you have no idea what's going on behind their closed doors at home. So if you're going to, say, Best Buy or the government or whatever, make sure that you don't act out like you're, a royal pain in the butt, because you have no idea what they had to deal with even maybe that morning.
So, don't judge people that may be homeless or poor, because they could have been a flood victim. Like,
I've seen that video.
They could have went through a flood.
A suicide that morning.
We don't
inside
know.
To go to work.
Their job could have gotten flooded out, because you're not going to hear that on NBC.
No.
But I'm going to tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these flood victims have lost their jobs.
So you're out of a job, but so is your associate. His job's gone too.
So you're out of a home.
His house is gone too.
And if you probably didn't have renter's insurance, which is like $10 a month, so cheap.
Yeah.
You didn't have an emergency fund set up. Mm-hmm. You didn't do anything to prep.
If you see homeless men working or women, check on them.
Sometimes I fail, sometimes not. A few days ago, there was a whole family. I did not fail at that point.
No.
But We're not always perfect. No.
No.
Sometimes we fail, sometimes not.
Everyone makes mistakes, but the good thing is God will forgive you for those mistakes because He understands everything.
I did go back to check on the guy, and he was gone.
So he is alive. We just don't know why.
Somebody else
on
probably
the grass.
stopped.
I don't know. But I don't know how he could sleep with all that road work going on. There was a lot of noise.
I went there to shoot the video of the road work, and I was looking over there. I thought,
what is he doing over there?
What's that guy?
Not if you judge.
We try hard not to judge, because there's flood victims right now that are losing their jobs and their homes.
She says that, Nicole, I love you. I love you too, Cameron. I really do.
Keep those flood victims in your prayer, because some of them, like I said, they've lost everything, including their jobs. And NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, CNN, none of them talk about that aspect of it.
That's right. They don't.
They don't. And you don't think about that.
Yeah.
So.
It says,
I want you all to think about that. So next time you see, you don't know what they've been through.
No, you don't.
You know, you don't know what circumstances got them there.
Exactly.
And,
but we've seen a lot where we see homeless people and they always blame somebody else. It's never their fault. It's always someone else's fault.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
You made my night best friends forever, and she is so sweet.
Yeah, and we love all of you
comment.
too. And
Yes, we do.
this platform, we come on do Facebook Live.
I want some food.
Brian, you keep talking that way, you're gonna make me hungry.
Yeah, really.
But when we do Facebook Live,
we like to interact with you.
We love the interaction. It's hard to stay on topic, we do a YouTube version.
I mean, you can come on camera, you can call. We've got a phone and speaker right here, so everything is good. He says, good topic.
If we get off topic, because sometimes we're interacting with all of you.
We're trying to answer your questions.
Sometimes we shoot a YouTube version, so check out my YouTube channel, because we cover a lot of this stuff.
Because our videos are a little more polished on
Yeah, they're
YouTube,
a lot more polished.
Because we're not doing shout-outs, we're not waving people. Brian says, some Taco Bell sounds good.
I don't know about Taco Bell. You don't know what you're putting in your body.
I know, it's a taco.
I'd rather have sweet baked potatoes. That sounds good. They have a lot of vitamins and nutrients. I'm trying to stay healthy. I'm about 20 pounds overweight. And I know about it, and I'm working on it.
But I told him, he loses the weight, he gets a brand new suit.
I got to fit into a new suit, yeah. So, no fast food. And no.
He eats it sometimes. But he's really bad on Mondays at work because Monday is Chinese day and he loves Chinese.
I love my Chinese food.
So did I need to tell you Chinese today, George?
No.
That's a switch.
Nope. Came home and
usually he grabs an egg roll or something.
Had a sandwich and that's about it.
I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow night.
Joan wants to go live. Lambert's is good.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. I haven't been there in a long time. The Throw Girls love
really
Lambert's.
Good. They're really good.
So
he likes the burgers at Fuddruckers. That's what he likes.
Check out our YouTube channel because we cover a lot of topics on there, and our videos there. Most of them are under 15 minutes.
And there's also a couple of music videos he made for me. You need to check out.
I produced music videos
Those are really
for her, and we stay on topic because but here. We get to interact.
Is it about bedtime? Yeah.
And I'm hoping
it's getting pretty close to bedtime.
in the future that interaction would be people. Some of you out there would join us on camera to discuss these things.
It's 10:17. But
kind of like
people in their bed.
Others have live callers, right? Yeah. We can do that too.
We have a phone and a speaker right here.
Yep, we got a speaker.
So everybody can hear you.
We got a phone. We can do live callers.
So everybody. So the reason the speaker so everybody can hear you. Okay, Nicole. I give Jeremiah a kiss for him. Good night.
So, how long has it been?
It's 10:18.
Yeah, it's getting about time for us to leave because of the playback. Because nobody wants to watch a 2-hour video.
No, you don't.
So we gotta keep this under 60 minutes. We're gonna try harder. So, Wednesday night.
What are we doing?
What are we going to talk about?
You know what we should do? We should for Wednesday. I was thinking maybe me and him could come up to something about Halloween since it is the next holiday coming up.
We would like to do some Halloween shows. We'd like some of you
to interact with us and tell us your stories and tell us or have your kids come on and show them and show their costumes or whatever.
Tell us your ghost stories.
Tell them about that girl you saw that had a very unique costume.
We had a girl come on. She had a very unique costume made of donuts.
And she's called it, what they call it, a dozen donuts. And she was wearing it, and I thought, she'll probably win a contest because it's homemade and it's very unusual. You don't see much of that.
So,
yeah, I have dressed. And
I'm going to see what I can do about getting some of you to come on camera.
Exactly. And tell
us your ghost stories.
Your ghost stories, your alien stories, your UFOs.
Anything of the paranormal. Halloween's coming up, so
have your kids come on and show their costumes. I mean, we're welcome to anything.
Yeah, and it makes some good topics.
Yes.
And you get to tell us your ghost stories.
Yep.
Or UFOs, or alien abductions, or whatever you want to talk about.
See now on Halloween we go to the mall and hang out. We try to avoid the trick-or-treaters for a couple hours.
So,
that sounds fun. It is fun.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to come on camera and tell us your story.
Yes, you are.
Because that's what we're here for.
Yes, it is.
Halloween's coming up. Otherwise Wednesday night I'll go on the topic of prepping. Are you a doomsday prepper? We're gonna make a YouTube version of that.
Yeah.
And
that Wednesday topic should actually be a business bashing for employees and why it's bad to do that. That is a good topic. We'll have to think about that, Brian. Thank you.
Bash businesses now. I like the Halloween one.
Yeah,
people tell their Halloween stories, ghost stories.
My kids will be in bed at that time.
Well, we go on at 9:30.
Yeah, we go on at 9:30,
but we post it when we're done, so we'll watch it later.
Or if they want to come on a Monday night, of course we start at 9. Maybe that's better for your kids. I don't know.
So anyway, otherwise, Wednesday night I'm planning the topic of doomsday prepping. Are you prepping for doomsday? Mm-hmm. Are you prepping for economic collapse,
exactly.
War, invasion? What are you planning? Are you planning? What if your job disappears?
That's right.
Are you prepared for that?
Mm-hmm.
And that happens to people every day.
Mm-hmm, it does.
I love doomsday preppers, but
on Halloween I might do an early version and then do something that night too, and maybe I can do it early in the day. That way, your kids will be up and they can show off their costumes. In the afternoon.
Zombie apocalypse. We're already living in the zombie apocalypse.
Did you find the babies? No, I didn't find them, but I hope to have them by Wednesday.
Everybody's hooked on these. They're staring at them all the time.
Yeah.
We're already living in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
We're already there.
People don't even carry Bibles to church anymore. They carry an iPad, and that's their Bible.
So.
Hi, Jessica.
We're gonna have to.
Say hi to her, dear. Say hi to her.
We're gonna have to say goodnight.
We'll say hi to Jessica first.
Hello, Jessica.
Hi, Kitty.
And we want to thank everybody for watching.
Wednesday night, I'll try to get the cat on camera. Sometimes he'll do it, sometimes he won't. It all depends on what kind of mood he's in.
So, what makes us different from other live streamers? We're not selling you anything.
No, we're not.
And we're not evangelists. We're not here to say, send us your love gift for only $19.95.
Brian says a 1 and 22 minutes. I think Brian wants to say goodnight.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
gonna do a YouTube version of this and upload it, and
we've already got a YouTube version of this.
No, we don't. Well,
it's called Hope for America.
Yeah,
very similar topic.
Well, you said we do YouTube video tonight too, so we're gonna get off here and we're gonna do our YouTube version, and you guys can play back this video. If we don't end soon, it's gonna take forever for the playback. So we better say thank you to everybody who joined us.
Check out our channel.
Thank you for your comments and your shares and your likes. That's
right.
how you support us.
Right.
So
we don't ask for money.
So
your comments, your shares, your likes. That's what we like.
So
same name as Facebook. I use the same name across all the platforms.
So just keep them coming. We really enjoyed.
Easy to find.
See you Wednesday night, guys and gals. Yeah, we'll see you Wednesday night at 9:30. The reason we come at 9:30, we have to take my friend home. So that's why we come at 9:30 instead of 9 on Wednesday nights.
Wednesday night's 9:30 because
we gotta take my friend home. So
see you Wednesday night. So we're gonna talk about doomsday prepping. What can you do to prepare?
Unless you come up with a more exciting topic, then we might do something on that too.
All right, and we'd like to get started on some ghost stories here pretty soon.
For Halloween, yeah.
Halloween's coming up. We'd like to get started on that.
Yep, because Halloween will be here before you know it. And Krista says good night, so you don't go by Mug Slow.
No. It's Jeremiah Humans on any platform, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I use the same name.
Well, thank you, Amber, Cameron, Angie, Brian, Amber, Aaron.
Thank you, folks.
So
thank
much.
you. We love you
we
all.
Get a lot of thumbs up and love. That really makes us feel good.
We love your comments, likes, and shares.
Yes,
Check out our YouTube channel because the videos there are polished.
Yes, they are. Very, very much because we're not doing shout-outs all the time.
And we use a lot of chroma key graphics.
Yes, we do.
So,
we do.
Thank you and good night. Wednesday night is Doomsday Prepping.
And we'll see you at 9:30.
9:30, and come prepared.
Yes.
Do some research on it. Because I'm going to tell you what you guys need to do if your job disappears.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a nuclear apocalypse.
No.
What if your job just goes just like that?
Honey, Cameron says, good night kisses. Thank you. Thank you.
So, be prepared.
But I will try to find my baby dolls for Wednesday night.
We'll be prepared. Thank you. We really got to let you guys go.
Yeah, good night.